so well. I was more drawn to the overall psychological thriller elements of this story and playing somewhat of a leading man going through the ringer. A la movies I was weaned on, like I said, like Fatal Attraction, movies from the 80s and 90s that I love so much.
Hi, Scott.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, thank you
Well,
so. Yeah, thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you. And before I said, I follow you since Felicity because I'm from
okay.
Brazil. In Brazil,
Uh,
Felicity was one of the shows that made
was
to
it-
to us.
yeah. Yes, it was a good show there.
Yes, it was. So it's such a pleasure to talk to you. It's an honor. Thank you. So you already did like amazing characters. But what was about like John and about the script that got your attention?
Yeah, I mean, some choices are about, everything's different. When I read something, it can be about just, wow, I have to play this character, a small character in a bigger piece, or wow, like there's something I haven't done before. But this was really, a callback to movies I was weaned on, and the character fit into the story so well. I was more drawn to the overall psychological thriller elements of this story and playing somewhat of a leading man going through the ringer. A la movies I was weaned on, like I said, like Fatal Attraction, movies from the 80s and 90s that I love so much. So that really, this movie reminded me of that in a way, with obviously different twists and different turns and different elements, the Hitchcockian element too, that drew me in. So it was more of a combination of things on this one rather than, wow, this is a character that I have to play.
Yeah, I really enjoy watching the movie and I love your dynamic with Jordana and how was like work with her and how did you guys create those? Because I see like there's some scenes you're so frustrated. I can see in your face. It's like it's amazing.
Well, I don't know where that comes from. She was wonderful to work with. I'd known her a little bit through my New York days when I lived in New York, and I think she lived in New York, but I'd never worked with her before. But we had a pretty easy rapport right away on set. I'd always wanted to work too in Portland, Oregon, which I love it up there. So it was really fun to be up there with her and be in the moody, rainy Portland, Oregon atmosphere to get to do like the thriller of this really moody movie. So, no, but we had a really easy rapport, and some of the scenes were really challenging and hard and dialogue heavy and tricky. And she's a pro, she's been doing it a while, and I've been doing it a while, and we just sort of jumped into, we're both in long-term relationships, so we know the ups and downs of that too, and you sort of bring yourself to bear on what that is. And if you've got a good acting partner, those scenes can be fun actually and pretty easy, and they were.
Yeah, yeah, you both are great. Also, the house is a character itself. How was like
Yeah,
filming over there? Like it's very scary. I don't know. It's very old house, right?
I love those old houses, not so much to live in. I did a job in Hawaii not long, like a long time ago, actually, and I lived in the scariest house like this on the top of this big mountain. It was this old house built very similar to this house too, and it was very creepy to live in. It was obviously haunted. And when you walked into this house the first time, there was just an atmosphere and an element that I was pretty relieved because you never know. You have it in the script, and then you get to the day and you show up on set the first day or rehearsals, and you're hoping that the set will be appropriate, will be good, will work for what we're trying to do. And this one was incredible. So we were very lucky. Sometimes on film you want some of the work done for you. You don't have to over project and over push because the work isn't there, the set isn't there, whatever. But the set was beautiful, so it was an easy place to exist in and do this story.
Yeah, and you also run a lot throughout the movie, and those I was like, oh my God, I need to be like him, like on the same, like John. I want to be like John, and like I bet you like the surroundings of the house is like wow, so beautiful, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I was lucky enough, production to live actually pretty close to where we shot, and I had a nice little apartment. And one of the things I was excited, like I said, to be in Portland because they have these beautiful running trails. So you can go and you'll be in your house and you step off and you'll block away, you're in beautiful like redwood running trails, and I would run by myself quite a bit there. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun that way.
That's amazing. Also, Laurence Fishburne is on the movie. You guys interacted with him. How was like this dynamic with him on set?
Well, look, I mean, that's one of the perks of working at a certain level is you get to work with amazing people sometimes. And, you know, we weren't together for very long, but yeah, I mean, I grew up in the world of athletics, and always, you know, if you're around a runner that's better than you start to run faster. And it's pretty wild to watch him work and the ease in which he approaches work. I'm not saying it's easy for him, but it's always incredible to watch someone at that level, and sort of just even for that 1 or 2 days we were together to get everything out of him I could, you know. He's one of the greats. He was great to work with and great offset too, and just a warm, kind man. And, you know, I've been in this business a long time. He's been in it longer. And it's nice to see people still be like a good human, which was right there for sure.
Amazing. And today is dropping the last 2 episodes for Teacup.
Oh
How
yeah.
was like, yes, how was like playing James and working on the series?
It was great. I love doing that show. It was a hard shoot in Georgia, in all the ways. A lot of night shoots, a lot of emotional. It was a very emotional show, but you know, it was one of my favorite jobs I've done in a long time. I loved the cast and the crew, and the people making the show were really earnest and wanted to do a good TV show. And it was my buddy Ian McCulloch's first TV show, and that's always great too. When it's their first show, they're all in, you know, they're working 24/7. They're in the prop department. They're talking to the costume department every day. You know, they're very involved. And that was, it was just a really innocent, good show to work on. I loved it. So hopefully we'll get to do more seasons coming up.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
Scott,
me too.
yeah, this is the time that I have with you. I just want to thank you
Okay.
so much for your time. Muito obrigada. And Brazil still loves you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.